Right. Pardon my hoarseness and whatnot, but we are starting anew. I actually... Ooh, this looks suspicious. That looks wicked suspicious. Earlier this week I decided, okay, the beta versions, the release candidates for version 1.22 seemed good enough. I was going to start recording again. And then literally, I pack the game in because, I'll play in the morning before work starts a little bit. Pack the game in, come back later, and boom. They made 1.22 official. I'm like, oh crap, I'm late, I guess. So I immediately started a world. I let it generate long enough to see this, and I'm like, cool. Yeah, this is the one. I don't know if it's the one, but we're going to make it the one. If you take my meaning, we will deal with it. Oh. Fire clay already. Nice. Okay, so I need tools. I will do my best to record 30-minute episodes. I will start with the same schedule I had before. I was pretty stressed. I mean, I'm still pretty stressed. What are you talking about? But I was pretty stressed before with the schedule just because class, work, and class, and work, and class and work, and then politics, and then class, and then some work, and then a little bit of politics, and then some class, and then some work, and then some class. You take my meaning. I would really like to see some cattails. How hot? 7 degrees Celsius, so that's off to a good start. So this has changed. Ooh, harvest speed is nasty on that one. Ooh, that one's not worth breeding. This one's fine. Anything with any red on it, I'm just not going to. In fact, I smash them. The only reason why I'm going to do that now... Rather, I wasn't going to do that now, but I am in fact going to do that, is so I don't get tempted by them later. Plus, the plant debris will compost, which is a real nice boost. Real nice boost. It's like a fox over there. So this is a good shade. Claystone is a good shade. It's not nappable, but... Oh man, I thought I had turned... Not them off, but like gave myself a couple of days, but I guess I didn't. I must have forgotten that part. Oh, turnips. Give me them seeds. Oh, look at this. Flax. Give me them seeds. Oh, here's a couple more. Yeah, there's always a chance they'll give me some seeds. I have gone entire... seasons without them growing, so not seasons, years without them growing. So after a while I just sort of give up and like, I'm gonna take the seeds now. Get some forest. As per usual, I want to be on the coast. I do like having sandy areas nearby because that I think increases, look how far it goes, increases the chance of copper being spotted. I don't think it increases the chance of copper being there, but I think the chance of copper being spotted increases a lot. Some of that stuff disappears into the grass. That looks suspicious to me. I see anything else? Another thing in 1.22 is I don't see caravans anymore. I do see houses, though. This is a little suspicious. I will want to start somewhere near a freshwater pool. That's a requirement. Here's another suspicious spot. I didn't mark the other one, did I? Pinned. I like to keep those up there. If I get close to one later, I'm like, okay, time to check that out. Okay, so I need cattails like there's no tomorrow. Those are flowers. Cattails, of course, are going to be primarily near to pools. And you know what I see all up in there? Pools. So we go. Run, 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 eat. Run, 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 eat. If any of y'all see flax, flax is just extremely important to me. I see spelt. I think, yeah, spelt. Yep. Whoop. Yep, spelt. I can worry about that some other time. I think I usually see flax in open areas. However, I do need these ASAP. Ooh, no. Just realized that was a fruit tree, I think. A pear tree. Yep, let's mark that. I have yet in any game to stick around in the game long enough to actually like harvest fruit trees. But one of these days. One of these days. Maybe this day. Well, you know what I mean. Right, 10 of these will make me a storage basket. I guess basically I've got the baskets hanging off my arms, right? Permanently, without being able to see them. There's 10. Boink, see? You probably all know that. I think most people watching vintage content also play vintage. Out of all the games like this so far, I think I like this the most. I have even just recently seen Lay of the Land. And I'm going to tell you, it hurts my eyes. There's something about it. I don't know what it is, but it hurts my eyes. So I haven't really given it much thrift yet. I've probably played half an hour total. And it's not through disinterest. It's more like it came out just as I was completely overwhelmed with work and class. I can't. But I do have it, and I will give it a shot. Maybe even try it out on camera, perhaps. Red currant. One thing I will eventually want to decide soon is what berries do I want to aggregate. One of the things I have discovered that I like about berries is they also produce a lot of compost. But in order to do that, I have to have pretty much all like one kind of berry. Not necessarily one. It might be all of like 2 or 3, but there's a of where enough of the berries come ripe at the same time that they are harvested in large sums and produce a lot of mash. So that is a goal. And I will probably want to get a feel for what berries are around and decide which ones I am most likely to be able to get cuttings of. Because that has changed. I think I started talking about this a minute ago, but berries are very different now. You can't just pick them up and put them down somewhere else. You can propagate them. Now that I have space in my inventory, I could probably even demonstrate. Okay, so that's all those slots, but I would now like 24 to have at least one ground basket. As soon as I'm done with this recording, I'll have to get back to work, but this time, if I want these for Friday and Saturday, I kind of have to do it now. No other time to do it. Ooh, that's a food. That's a new food. Oh, God. That's a new food. Fennel. I've heard of fennel, but I don't think I've ever actually encountered it in my face. So I don't really have a strong idea of what fennel is like. Can say in this game it is not very high nutrition. It takes a long time to grow. But we'll see that. I'll probably grow some. We'll see. 20. All right. Again, excuse something. This spring I have been congested. Like there's no get out. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Blackcurrant is usually a pretty good one to pick, by the way. But there are others. For the first time earlier, I saw raspberry. Strawberry now exists. Blackberry, raspberry, and strawberry now exist. I am told there are more, but I have not seen them. Okay, so let's see. There's more of that over here. King Bullet is edible, though that was a bit premature. I believe I have this turned on. Yep. Okay, maybe that helps up. Yeah, now I can get up. So, our constructions, we'll have to keep that in mind. Blackberry, see? Blackberries. In fact, that's enough of a blackberry clump that I'm going to mark it for later. Ooh. Will this come down? I don't like floating rocks very much. Like, if you're going to do it, explain how it's done. Don't just have it. Okay. Is that white currant? Cranberries as per usual. Seeds. Eating food. I don't quite have 24 yet, so let's get a couple more. More fish, by the way. And also, you can't get fish the way you used to. Whoa. Who are you? Northern pike. Ooh. Whoa! Okay, I was gonna say they are predators. I suppose I should have expected that. Brown coal. Not the best coal, but it's better than nothing. But good soil, peat. There isn't really a good brown. I guess this. Brown coal. So this is another thing that happens. If you do this, it will now save that. So if I do it again later, it will remember brown coal. I have encountered another thing. A thing I don't like about that, though. Let's see. Since we do want to be able to put seeds down somewhere, we should start collecting some soil. Where'd you go? Right there. Let's eat that bolet and get it out of the way. We collect good soil 8 units at a time. So let's go 16. Quartz? Yep. 16. Okay, we can always come back for more. Doesn't look like it's going to be a huge problem in this area. Does look like the sun's already going down. Let's get some bedding. One thing I have taken up doing in early game New Worlds is finding a trader camp and just living there. I mean, I can't interact with their boxes anymore like I could in 1.2.1. But I have enough. But they will still let me sleep on the beds. So it's a good place to just run to when it gets dark. So far, not very scenic. I do want a home. Ooh, speaking of which, I do want a home to be scenic. So they're all like this now, and there's some variation. So they're not like all like this, but they're all, as far as I can tell, they're all houses now. So you notice I can't interact with the boxes like I could before. Oh, nice mustache. I don't know what you mean. Sorry, that's better left unsaid. What's your name? Vera. Survival. I think I typically do survival is red. Yeah, I can see it's not even that easy to see anymore. So this is what I don't like, and that's interesting. That treasure is usually orange. So if I were to say treasure and then it suggests it reminds it, and I just want to change the name, but I type burp, 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 the whole thing goes away. It will not let me. Survival Vera pinned. So very good. If it gets dark soon, I might come and lay on your bed. Crash, as it were. I'm not seeing any vistas. Oh, that sound. That's kind of neat, though. Birds. I'm watching birds. So I replaced my desk. And now spelt? No. Yeah, spelt. Well, I guess I can eat it. It's not the worst. Spelt and rye are somewhat equivalent. Flax is needed as an industrial food, or good, but it's food. As a food source, it's very weak. There, 8. A whole plot worth. So, what was I talking about just now? There's the hole. Oh, it's plausible, I suppose, if I don't have a satisfying vista, that this first encampment will just be, like, become a waypoint rather than the main home base. The moon's coming up. That's good, right? How are we on time? 18 minutes? Ooh. Need this. So when it's static like this, it's pretty good, but when I want to alter the name, I have to basically rewrite it every time, which is annoying. I suspect I'll be sleeping on his couch tonight. Vera's. I need as much of this as I can get. I don't know what happened, man. You know, the YouTube's algorithm doesn't think much of me generally. And I think part of that was I took a break. Not necessarily a voluntary break, but still. Yeah, it's very flat out here. I don't want to stray too far, but I do. I guess this first home will just be a camp. But anyway, I made like a 20-second video. Just like, ooh, this is a neat vista spot for a castle. Something like that. And it was really short. It wasn't even one of those vertical shorts. It was just a short. Well, just short, not a short. And it exploded, at least relative to my other stuff. Like 20, 30 times more than other videos. Like, oh man, why can't that happen all the time? I am thinking of making a second channel for like, not precisely science and not precisely activism, but maybe the cross-section of the two. Trying to make the world a better place through algorithms and sciencey stuff. But also promoting political stuff in a certain way. Oh, I see a fruit tree over there. The world needs fixing up. There's just no way to argue otherwise. Things are pretty bad, but they don't have to be. There's nothing preventing us from doing better. And I would like to devote time and energy to that. What kind of tree was... Oh, pear again. Okay. Doink. I mean, if that came with like a Patreon to help support specific projects, various analyses and explorations and scientific research and stuff like that, and then videos were produced sort of as ongoing updates, but also like results and discussions and all kinds of good stuff. What time is it? 19, and it's 17C. Really doesn't look like there's much of anything going on the map. This is, of course, interesting, but is it scenic? Scenic is, you know, it's a revitalization for the soul to be able to see something. Though, I suppose if I built my own scenic spot, rather, the construction was tall enough to look down upon all this, then that might be more aesthetic. All right. Burp, 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 burp. I understand fully. All right. I can make this. Perishable, fresh for 4 days. I think it's a pretty much 1-for-1. You get 1 unit of rot per thing. So you can actually build that up pretty quick, unlike in some other arenas. Time is it? Still a bit early. Let's make something. No privilege. Oh. I wonder how far out the privilege extends. So I definitely need one of these pretty soon. Haven't actually spotted any. Ooh, that actually worked. That's crazy. Sort of taken to getting not quite lazy, but using the fat brush quite often, actually. Whoops. There's one. I need one of these quite soon. Cook things with. Wait. Okay. Next, I need a plate. So we've been watching... Actually, we were watching Shangri-La Frontier, which usually runs afoul of my preferences. I don't like over-the-top screamy anime, but like they're pulling it off somehow. But we ran out of episodes. It's apparently not fully out yet. But it did buy us time for the other one. Trigun not Stampede, Stargaze to finish coming out. So we're watching that now, and I just don't think it's as good as the Stampede version. I just don't think it's as good. Let's eat. And call it a night.